Hello, everybody. Good morning. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. And, it's going to be a busy day when you got to get up before sunrise to make a video. We've got the TikTokers full apology from Clayton 2022. If you are not familiar with the story and you had a great weekend and you're just tuning in now, I've got 3 videos to catch you up on. We're going to do this really quick. Trust me, in under 2 minutes. Follow me on Instagram at DNeals. I'm going to be going live on Patreon for a few hours today to discuss all the behind the scenes, who reached out to me, kind of some of the things we're just not sharing publicly, a lot of supplemental information regarding this story, patreon.com/Dave Neal. And we'll get right into it. As you guys know, it's the off season. We don't have a new episode of The Bachelorette until July 11th, 2022. And I told you, we're going to scrape the bottom of the barrel here to see what's going on because I'm Barrel Scraper Dave.
Barrel Scraping Dave.
And boy, did we find something in the bottom of the barrel on Saturday. Saturday, there was a cheating accusation. A girl in New York City accused Clayton Echard of cheating on his girlfriend, Susie Evans. Of course, Clayton just finished Bachelor 2022, and, Clayton just went on a huge PR campaign to overcome a lot of, negativity he got from his season. He denies the cheating allegations with proof that he was in Arizona, not even close, and he sent her messages privately. We got the DMs. I'm doing this privately to give you grace, even though you deserve none of it. Pretty much telling her, like, dude, what the hell are you doing? You're completely wrong. You're messing things up. And then she kind of doubled down. Here's her DM with Susie saying, hey, I don't know. I DM'd you before I made the TikTok, but I wanted to get your attention, so that's why I made the TikTok. She only DM'd Susie 30 minutes before making the TikTok, and then Susie's like, why would you post that TikTok if you weren't sure? If you didn't know if you were sure or not, and why'd you post it? And then she deletes her updated video, which went away, and now both of those videos are deleted. We have them on our channel, and then Susie speaks saying, I was FaceTiming him at the time you said you were banging him in a different time zone. This feels like a bad R. Kelly song playing out right here. Here's her apology. Where she finally admits she had the wrong person after very adamantly in the comment section defending the fact that, hey, it ain't slander if I got the right guy. So the question becomes, was she lying the whole time or was she catfished? And we're going to be dissecting that in a minute. Let's have a listen. It's a long one. As you know, it's your standard apology. She does it in her pajamas to get some, sympathy from the audience. And anyway, here, have a listen. Play the full thing.
I want to start by saying I am so sorry to Susie and Clayton. I was genuinely under the impression that I was with him. And after getting camera footage, Reality Steve was able to confirm with me that it was not him. The footage was from behind, but it doesn't seem to be his build. He would know much better than me, but yeah, between me, him, Susie, and Clayton, we are the only people who have access to this photo, and it is not him. I privately apologized to both of them, but obviously I owe them a public apology. And I did not mean to cause any of this, and I truly thought that I was with him. Everything I said in that video was clearly a little impulsive, and I shouldn't have been so assertive and just assumed it was the truth without investigating maybe further. And that's totally on me. And I totally went wrong there, and I shouldn't have dealt with it how I did. But again, I was so under that impression that I thought I was doing the right thing. And I also want to emphasize that the whole reason I made the video was not with any malicious intent. I asked myself, if I were in her position, would I want to know? And I thought she was engaged to him. If I were her, I would have wanted to know that my, future husband is cheating on me with 22-year-olds in bars. And so obviously went about it the wrong way. And that's clear. At the time I was thinking it's the only way I'm going to get her attention. And totally taking accountability there. I messed up with how I handled it. And I'm so sorry for that. So overall, super messed up situation. This guy truly convinced me that he was Clayton. He, again, introduced me to himself as Clayton. He told me he was on The Bachelor. He knew his hometown, his birthday, knew all these super weird facts that it just obviously in that moment, me not watching The Bachelor, knowing nothing about it, I believed him. So yeah, the guy went along with it the entire time until I left. Super weird. Someone's impersonating him in New York City. So look out for that. I'm doing my best to get more footage so I can actually see the face of the person, so I can hopefully, find out who this is. I don't really know what I'm going to do about that anyway, but regardless, I've just never been more confused in my life. I truly thought I was with him, and I never, ever would have made a video or any form of statement if I wasn't certain, and in that moment, I thought I was certain, and clearly I was not correct. So again, I'm so sorry for all of this, and this is hopefully can be over now.
Well, let me tell you something. It's only Monday, Sasha, and it's only just beginning. So let's analyze the apology. A pretty good apology as far as apologies go. Although we didn't get any tremor in her voice or any emotions to kind of elicit the fact that she actually feels like she did something really wrong. It doesn't feel like she did the apology at gunpoint. But of course, her friends, in the DMs and my DMs, were adamant that she wasn't lying. So I'm wondering, what the hell at the age of 22 are you doing drinking so hard that you're getting catfished by someone who's so easily recognizable? Now, someone might say, Dave, if she's the victim here, you're victim shaming. I'm asking a lot of questions. If Sasha's telling the truth here, I encourage her to get on the side of Bachelor Nation and find this guy. Now, he brought her back to his place, so she knows where he lives, unless she was so drunk she doesn't even remember that part. But I think she has the address, like 50 Murray Hill, whatever the name of the street is. I've got it from Reality Steve. We're going to get some, let's try to get some live surveillance footage and find this Clayton lookalike character. Follow me on Instagram right here, and we're going to definitely try to get some. Because look, if I lived in New York City, I'd camp out front and be like, all right, who's the guy who looks like Clayton? And let me tell you something. If there is a guy who catfished her, he is in hot water. He better be, changing his haircut and style and, not make, because this is ridiculous. Now, is it illegal? I'm not sure. I guess she would need proof that he catfished her. The question that I have is this: the simple question is this: did she think it was Clayton, or was that the convenient excuse? Like, oh, this guy looks like Clayton. What if I make a video saying that Clayton this, and then once it blows up, I'll say, oh, you know what? Maybe it was someone else. I'm not sure. I just have a hard time. It's hard to recognize somebody like that, isn't it? When was the last time you thought you saw Jennifer Aniston and you're like, oh, no, not her? Our brains are pretty smart to know, who's who, even if you don't have to be a huge fan of the show. So Clayton, in his Instagram photos on Google, looks very much like the Clayton you're going to get. Sometimes people put on different hair outfit, different hats and sunglasses, and they look completely different in different photos, different filter, different. Now, Clayton is what he's going to be every single time. He's just a strong guy with short hair. He puts on a t-shirt. He's very basic, very basic. So for Sasha to have multiple hour-long conversations with Reality Steve and show him the footage from behind, and Reality Steve having to say, hey, that ain't it, that's just shocking to me. Now, I, for the most part, believe Reality Steve when he says Sasha didn't mean any harm out of this. Sasha said, I didn't make the video with any malicious intent, which takes us to the next problem. It's not that you made the video with malicious intent. It's that you made the video with the intent to go viral. And going viral at all costs was more important than the facts. This is a problem we see with social media. It's a problem we see with mainstream media. She would rather go viral and then apologize afterwards than figure it out and then not have a video. So by living in the world, as a person trying to grow their TikTok, by living in the world where all she can see is viral ability, she's probably painting over the red flags that said, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. So there's her apology video, and the original video that had I think almost 900,000 views, and of course was shared on so many different social medias. It probably had millions of views. That video is now deleted, which is nice, but it took irrefutable evidence by Clayton, irrefutable evidence by Susie, a whole Bachelor Nation against her for her to realize she's wrong. What if this was a case where Clayton lived in New York City, didn't have proof of his whereabouts, and couldn't prove his case? who would we believe then? This is a dangerous thing going on here with TikTok, these accusations, because in the end, she gets to go on with her life. And I'm not saying there should be another case here. I think apology is all she can do, but she's going to go on with her life, gain whatever notoriety she got from this by hacking the system. And is she a victim here, or is she profiting off of this through the TikTok equity? We'll have to see what she does next. If they find this guy, then we look at this in a completely different scenario. Maybe this guy is like, hey, I never said I was Clayton, in which case we have a bigger problem here. Let me know what you guys think. We're going to have content all day long. I'm going to play Reality Steve's thoughts on this next. We'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye, guys.